station.
Aye, hasn't been used in years, you know. We've got a unique selling point. We're one of the only loony radio stations in the country. Think of the angle. The publicity. Lunatics take over the asylum at St Jude's.
Are you sure that you're not just manic, Campbell?
I'm inspired, Eddie.
What's the difference?
Inspired is when you think you can do anything. Manic is when you know it. My dad's got 3 kids. A son who's got his own building company. A daughter who works in the forestry, then a loser son that's never going to amount to anything.
You're a loser, Campbell. Get in and do your show. Everyone's looking forward to it.
Some of the world's greatest geniuses have been complete nut jobs. Vincent van Gogh, Handel, Schumann, Virginia Woolf, Spike Milligan, Sylvia Plath. I'm a loony too.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not.
I used to hide sometimes or kid when I was asleep. I used to call out for my dad.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's all.
You can't do this.
We are not letting you close us down. About this station thing, nothing, Eddie. How can you let it go with a fight?
Because I've got bills to pay, Campbell!
She's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know, 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 I know.
The BBC television series Taking Over the Asylum helped launch the careers of David Tennant and Ken Stott when it was first broadcast in 1994. Nearly 20 years later, Donna Franchise has rewritten the show for a stage play, which is being shown at the Citizens Theatre and Royal Lyceum Theatre.
It's about a psychiatric ward where everybody is pretty bored, as is the case. Just watch TV and there's not much else to do. And into this comes this DJ who's been sacked from a big hospital radio station and has been offered the chance to revive this defunct station, this little tiny ramshackle station, because the new administrator thinks it would be a good idea.
Hey everybody, this is Eddie McKenna. He's going to be doing a show on the old radio station tonight. Introduce you to the loonies later. They don't like to be disturbed while they're watching TV.
And gradually, over a period of time, he involves the patients, and it's all about how they transform their own lives, and also Eddie's life is transformed as well by being involved.
Excuse me, Eddie. I just saw a friend of mine dangling in the window. Fergus, what are you doing? I can't believe this. He's abseiling down from the 4th floor window.
You can't call a nurse.
Don't be silly. Hey, Fergus, you're going to miss your cocoa. No. Oh, well, can I have it then?
All of the characters in it are either people, are kind of versions of people I have known, or stories I have been aware of, or composites.
Rosalie, I tell you before, the doctor says you've got to have window cleaner.
But those windows are filthy, so they are.
I tried to be truthful and faithful to those people, and maybe the characters in the hands of the right actors, in the hands of the right director, as there was in the original, and there is now, as I hope people will see. I think when people connect with characters, then they stick in people's minds.
So you're the new DJ, eh?
That's me, Ready Eddie, the soul survivor. I do a soul music show. It's on again on Thursday. If you have a request, I could...
Could you get a helicopter and get me out of here?
We were changing 5 hours of television into one 2-hour play. So choosing to do it in the hospital was, really worked out, because it made it quite intimate. It also meant that we could do really long scenes, that we could, you know, play with the idea of it being in hospital.
That's right. This is the premiere. This is the first. And you can tell everyone that you were there. You heard it, you saw it, and they'll tell you it's all part of your illness.
We're playing requests from Round Ward this evening, and this first request is for Francine.
I hope you're listening, Francine.
I hope anyone's listening.
You know, the characters generally, the actors generally, have great comic timing, you know, and we've been like really giggling in the rehearsal room just by what they've done with stuff. So I hope people will take away feeling that they've had a really good night out, they've laughed and they've cried with these characters, they've learned something about mental health, and maybe have learned something more about the society they live in as well.
You can't send that to them.
I already have. I'm sorry, Eddie, but no more Mr. Nice Guy.
You haven't tried being nice to them yet.
Here, take this and don't tell anyone where you got it.
It was a very different landscape. It was okay to write characters in a soap that were mentally ill and that were killers, and, you know, and if you interviewed the people who made them, they would just say, well, you know, we're not here to campaign, we're here to write good television.
May not have taken over the asylum, but they've seized control of the radio station. This is Campbell Bain reporting live from the hospital radio occupation, where we have locked ourselves into the station and have refused to stop broadcasting until our future is assured. So talk to your friends.
Those very vivid and wonderful performances, they're 20 years old, and they remain there. What I'm blessed with is an extraordinary new generation of Scottish actors who have come in and absolutely owned it.
I am interested in paying my bills. I'm not interested in being a professional DJ.
I don't believe you.
My boss has given me 2 weeks to make a sale. 2 weeks and I'm out. And now I have to explain to him that I didn't make the sale, he just thought I made.
She's an activist, she's written a serious piece of work, but it's a great night out as well. So it's lovely, you walk away and go, God, I've had a wonderful time, but serious points have been raised too. And it's not theatre's place to answer half the time, it's theatre's place to shine a light on these issues and say, let's start a debate, let's talk about this.
But the younger guy won't leave that wounded man behind. And I'm not doing it either. We're getting across the lines.